Hello, hello. Welcome to the Sales Email Summit. Yes, Billy, let's go. Hey, Deborah. I am so very excited. And before we get into this, remember Sales Email Summit and this live, I'm giving away for free because this event is sponsored by listgadget.com. Listgadget.com is basically like, does your newsletter need a hype man? Turn every email into a growth machine with embeddable polls, leaderboards, referral programs, and more. It's awesome. You can set it up, no joke, in 30 seconds or less. Full disclosure, I am part owner of listgadget.com. Basically, you create a gadget, your poll, your referral program, whatever. You copy the code, just the HTML code. You paste it into your email. Boom, your emails have leveled up. It's available basically in every email service provider except Flowdesk and System.io. Boo, they suck. And it's just $9 a month. Go ahead and get that. If you have List Gadget in the comments, let me know. Hey, Margaret. Hey, Patricia. Let's get this party going. I'm going to move these comments. That's better, right? We could put that right there. Beth, what's up? Yes. So this is just the sponsor, Deborah. And then this, what I'm doing right here, right now, hello, is part of the summit. Yes, Deborah, it is part of the summit where I'm going live because this is the Sales Email Summit, right? So I thought as a fun bonus, something I didn't advertise, maybe that's why you're confused, I'm sorry, would be for me to go in and share my sales emails, right? I was like, well, we have 21 speakers. Shouldn't I be one of them? Shouldn't I show my sales emails too? So because I am extra, I was like, let me show y'all not just one sales email. Let me go through 3 sales email sequences that I have done, aka launches. Oh my gosh, there's 50 of us here. Put the thumbs up. Can y'all thumb it up? Thumb it up for me. Put the thumbs up. It's a vanity thing. I don't think it actually helps YouTube at all. I don't know. I just like to see the thumbs up. Somebody did it. Thank you. Hey, Megan. Yeah, so y'all, my hair is so long. Usually I wear a headband. Y'all know that, right? You can see it in my little logo right here. But I look like I have a mullet if I wear it like this anymore. So I've been trying to wear it like this. I literally was like, oh crap, I don't have a headband on. I can't go live. So if you could tell, I'm out of breath because I ran across my house into my bathroom where my headbands are. And I was like, oh, pink, that looks good. Hey, Tanya. Hey, Penelope. Hey, Erica. Francis, what's up? Papered Chef. Billy, I'm so glad you're here. You're such a joy to my world. All right. So today I thought we could go over the last launch that I did that was not a summit, was not my membership. So if you guys don't know, I have a $9 membership. I'll kind of cover that tomorrow. But I thought we could cover the launch course. So if you signed up, when you signed up for this event, you got like an order bump for the Steal These Sales email template pack. Patricia, can you put that in the chat for us? And the bump was this course called the launch course, which I'm going to share my screen. Here I am. Y'all can see me. Y'all can hear me. Great. So the launch course is a course that basically just helps you launch. This is the sales page for it. Right now, you can get it for $75. It's $500. It really is $500. Okay. Right now, you can get it for $75 when you purchase the template pack. But anyway, it's this product where you get some activities and exercises. You get lots of email templates. You get bonuses. And it just teaches you how to launch. So I launched that. I figured I could show you guys how I launched it. So first and foremost is the word I'm looking for. Tell me in the comments, have you ever launched anything? are you currently selling to your email list? I want to know before we get into it. I want to know. That was like a 90s techno song, wasn't it? I want to know. Y'all, yeah. It is a steal. It really is $500. You can get it for $75 right now. And Deborah, I love that you said that because I love giving away a steal of a deal. Francis, no launch, no email list yet. Ooh, Francis, email us. I want to give you my list building live. That was the last summit I did, and it was all about how to grow your email list. I'm pretty sure I put that back up on YouTube. I'm pretty sure you can watch it on YouTube if you go to my playlists on my YouTube channel, which are already there right now. So check that out. Hey, Tracy. Okay, selling intro offer. Yes, we've launched. Okay, awesome. So if you've launched and it didn't work well or not the way you wanted it to, you need launch course. So let's talk about it. Let me go into, and y'all, I am legit just going in. This is my actual Thrive cart. So if you are new to me, like Betsy, I don't recognize your name. I see a lot of new faces. If you're new to me, like give me a thumbs up or say new in the comments. But anyway, if you're new to me, you should know I am like crazy transparent. This is literally my Thrive card account. You can see, so the last time I launched this, and feel free to ask questions as I move along here. The last time I launched this was August 5th to August 9th, 2024. So about a year ago. Now, because ThriveCart, I don't know what the time zones, it's like in New Zealand or something. So usually when I say something, let me zoom in here. I put like, you can see August 4th to August 10th. So that's just because the time zones are different. Oh, hey, Dee Dee, I know you. Okay. Yes, Betsy, I knew you were new. Kolakowski, that's a beautiful last name. Okay, so anyway, from this last launch, it says I made $11,772 commissions. That's, I offer an affiliate program. And for this course, I was offering 50%. So if Dee Dee sold this course, it's $500. I think it was $500 at the time, maybe $400. Maybe I was increasing the price. Anyway, you would get half of that. So $250 go to Dee Dee. $250 goes to LizWilcox.com, right? Now, it seems that we've made 35 customers here. But you see this, we made 46 funnel orders. So you see this number 46, right? We had an upsell. So we had, if you bought the course, then I gave you an option to also purchase, what the heck was it? Sorry, I'm putting my phone on Do Not Disturb. It was an audit, like a copy review. So after you write your emails with the course, I'll review them. Patricia, can you look up how much that was? I forgot. But if you're just coming in, what the heck are we talking about? We're talking about sales emails, how much money you can actually make. And I'm breaking down 3 of my launches over 3 days. So 3 sales sequences, not just one sales email like you're getting at the Sales Email Summit. You're getting 10 to 15 minutes of one person talking about one email. This is going to be like 30 to 60 minutes of me talking about an entire sales sequence. Okay. So, but what I wanted to say is in that email I just sent you, it said, Liz, you said you made $15,000. This clearly says only 11.7. Now, I do for this course offer a 2-pay. So you could pay half now, half in 30 days. So let's do 30 days later. Let's just do the September. ThriveCart sucks sometimes, y'all. One moment, please. So then this is where I get the 15,000, right? So you can still see this is still my launch course. 30 days later when people make their final payments, you can see $15,000 right here. Okay. So welcome in. Now let's break it down real quick. So I want to show you that it's not all just about sales emails. When you're launching a course or a service that tends to be more, we'll say, higher priced. Some people might say, oh, Liz, $500 for an entire launch course, that's super cheap. But with me, my main offer is $9. My second main offer is a year into that $9 offer. So it's $108, 9 times 12. So most of my stuff is really, really low cost. Put EMM in the comments if you're here and you're inside my $9 a month membership. I would love to know if you guys are here. So anyway, for my email list, $500 is quite a bit. And Patricia's telling us that the upsell from the 500 was $300, right? So Billy's in the club, Joyful Path, Vera's here. Yeah. So anyway, these people are used to pretty low priced things from me, right? And so for me, launching something that's, $400 or $500, that's quite a bit. Hey, Lydia, glad you're here. And so I did what is called a pre-launch, and you should be pre-launching too. Okay. So let's go into my emails right now. So I have a system. I'm not perfect, but especially when I'm launching, I pull up an old Google Doc. Patricia, wave in the comments, Patricia. If you don't know Patricia, that's my sister / life manager / our admin here. And so she creates this document for me where I write all my emails for the month. So this is the 7th month, July 2024. So these are my regular newsletters. Because I know that I am launching something, I'm going to write a bunch of sales emails, right? This is the Sales Email Summit. So I know I'm going to write a bunch of sales emails, and my launch is, hang on. This is my launch, right? Let me zoom in. My launch is going to be August 5th through the 9th, right? I know that in July, I need to write a bunch of pre-sales emails, pre-launch emails. So when you email a launch, you've got to prep the email list. You can't just say, we're not Beyonce. Hey, I dropped my tickets for my concert and it sold out in 5 minutes. We're not Beyonce. We're not Marshall Mathers. We have to do what, Hollywood movie trailers do, right? We have to put out a bunch of content about the sale, like coming up. And so that's what I did here in July 2024. And it looks like I started July 2nd. Zoom in, right? July 2nd starts my first pre-launch email. Yes, there will be a replay. And the last one is August 1st. So for about a month, I'm sending how many emails? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 emails in 30 days, prepping my email list for the sales emails. Put a $sign if that makes sense. So before I even launch something that's a little more high ticket than my audience is used to, I'm going to spend a month prepping that email list. Put a money in the comments if that makes sense. Awesome, Katie. Awesome, Patricia. Thank you. So I'm not going to go through all the pre-launch emails, and sorry, this is like struck through. Let's unstrike it so you can see this. So this first one is wicked easy. Awesome, Joanne. Awesome, Francis. Thanks. Hey, Francis, have you ever launched a product, any price, more than 2 days of emails to your email list? Hit yes or no. And this goes to just a very simple page on my site, lizwilcox.com/you clicked yes. You clicked yes. Thanks for letting me know. And this is a way of getting people interested and a part of the launch course before I even ask them, over a month before I even ask them, hey, do you want to buy this thing? Does that make sense? Okay. Yes. Bingo, just had an aha. I have spontaneous sales and I just drop them. Now, a flash sale can work. We had a lot of people this week that are going to talk about flash sales in the Sales Email Summit. And that works because it's a flash. It's like, boom, hello, I'm doing this, right? It's exciting. But when you have a larger course or a larger price product, we need to prep them. Hey, this is coming, this is coming, this is coming. Reframe, right? Like my people might think, hey, launching sucks. Launching is really hard. So a lot of these pre-emails are, hey, actually launching can be really simple. Let me show you how. Now, again, I'm not going to go through these because this is the Sales Email Summit. You know what? Maybe next time we should do the pre-launch party. And it's just a summit about pre-launching. Put pre-launch in there if you think that's a good idea. What? No, I love launching. Here's why I love launching. Let's talk about sales and why launching doesn't suck. Not that you're wrong. It doesn't suck because it provides you an opportunity for incredible feedback from your audience. Even if you don't sell anything, guess what? That's incredible feedback. That means either your audience doesn't trust you enough, your audience isn't big enough, your product doesn't make sense, or you don't know how to talk about it, or it's the wrong product altogether, right? Or that you didn't talk about it enough for anyone to buy. So even when it's like, oh, I didn't make any money, it's awesome because you learn so much from selling to your email list, okay? You learn so much from selling to your email list. And then when you learn so much, you perfect launching, then it starts to rock. Y'all, I live in a very nice house. You want to know how I bought this house? Launching sales emails. This house is the house that email marketing built, okay? Y'all, when I started my business, I lived in 200 square feet in an RV park next to a guy in a trailer that only wore jean shorts, no shirt, and no pants, okay? So we've got to learn this so we can elevate our status. Okay, yes, it's the house that email marketing membership built, truly. Yes, pre-launch for the win. I love this. Okay, this really is the house that email built. This is the microphone that email built. This is the headband that email built. These are the glasses. Do you get it? I am a single mom. I don't get paid child support. There's no one but me making the money is what I'm saying. And there's no way I make money other than sending sales emails. Okay. So let's show you how. So these were the sales emails I sent out. Let me zoom back out real quick. Let me show you. This is kind of, let me scratch this out. And so we can see here, this is launch course is what LC, you want me to zoom in? Let me know if I need to zoom in. I'm zooming in for you. So launch course, there's 9 emails over 5 days we've got here. Yes, DD, I can be nothing but real. You know what I mean? And so launch course is 9 emails over 5 days. The launch started on August 5th. So that's Monday, 1 email on Tuesday, 2 emails on Wednesday, 1 email on Thursday, 3 emails on Friday. Now, why the heck am I sending so many emails on Friday? Because the launch, and this is what I teach in launch course actually, it kind of goes like this. Like first day, we've got some sales, second day, third day, fourth, fifth, it goes back up. And usually on the 5th day, I can make more sales than I did on the first day, right? Tell me in the comments if you've ever bought something last minute, like, oh crap, this is about to go away. I better buy it. Yeah, somebody says that would scare me. 3 in a day. Build up to this. I didn't start off sending 3 in one day, but remember that the more emails you send, the more money you're going to make. Write that down. The more emails you send, the more money you're going to make. I say it with love. You are not the center of the universe. No one is checking. No one lives on their email, right? Oh, there's my daughter. Isn't she cute? No one lives in their email. So you might send one email out and it might make you cringe. Oh God, a sales email. I can't. Don't look. I know there's going to be unsubscribes. But guess what? Even if you got a 60% open rate on that email, that means 40% of people probably didn't even see it, right? And so we have to send out another one because I might, I just mentioned my daughter. You might send out a sales email today at 2 p.m. Guess what I'm doing? I'm going to pick up my daughter at 2 p.m. I might have the best intentions. I might be that last minute shopper like Patricia here. But I might be like Patricia and I might forget. I'll do it later after I pick up Chelsea from school. But then Chelsea doesn't feel good. I have to take her to urgent care or she feels great and we want to go swimming because it's the last couple days of summer. And I forget all about you and your amazing deal. That's why we send so many damn emails. Yeah, Dee Dee's been with me forever. And she says, yeah, I missed yours, And it's 100% not about you. 100% not about you. All right, so let me prove to you why we should ramp up our emails. So let's look at this. I said I sent like 1 on the first day, 2 on the second, and by the last one, I'm sending 2 or 3 a day, right? Look at this. So let's go with the 4th and the 5th. Let's say that's 1 day. Again, the time zones for ThriveCart where I'm logged in are kind of different. So we've got 875 plus 200. So we made about $1,000 that first day. The second day, we made about $1,750, right? Sweet. That third day, we tanked, baby. $1,200 from $1,750. It went down, right? This is the life cycle of sales emails, of launches, right? It's kind of up and down, right? And then look at the last 2 days. Thursday, $2,500. Friday, over $4,000 freaking dollars. So we basically almost doubled our sales. And then if we think, we can count this other $1,000 from Saturday, it was probably Friday night into Saturday, right? So we made over $5,000. We basically doubled our sales on that last day. What did I do on my last day? I sent 3 sales emails. I found all the Patricias, right? Here's another Patricia saying last minute, right? Here's somebody saying always last minute, right? I found all those people that were last minute. But it was because I wasn't afraid to send, or maybe I was. I still get nervous about sales emails. I work really hard to find y'all. I worked so hard on this summit. I've been working since May on this summit, and I found about 1,000 of y'all. Hopefully we'll have about 1,500 by the end. I worked so hard to find you guys. I don't want you to unsubscribe. But then again, this little girl, she wants to go to horse camp, right? I can't pay for horse camp if I don't send these 3 emails out, if I don't sell those emails or send those sales emails, right? Right. Yes. The only reason this person is here, tell me what your name is. I saw your last email. It told me to click and come over here, right? If I didn't send that email out, they wouldn't be here learning. So we got to send those emails. All right. I'm fired up. I'm so fired up, y'all. Okay. Now, speaking of feeling bad about sending emails and such, this is what you do. And I even have it. Let me find it for y'all. One moment. Let me zoom out. See this little thing on the side? Let me move it over here so you can see it. Patricia, add to all the launch course sales emails. P.S. Not interested in this course? Click right here and I won't email you again about it. You see what I'm talking about right here? And so if you're worried about sales emails and sending so many sales emails, just put this at the bottom of it. Hey, if you don't want this, you can opt out here. And that opt out goes to something like this. And it says, hey, you're officially off that list. I won't email you again about it. And so you can have something in your email service provider that tags them to not get your sales emails, right? And I love that Katie brought this up. I feel like when our list is so small, the worry of unsubs is so big. But the potential is so big too. When your list is small, the potential to connect and make sales is so large, right? Because you can get to know your people one-on-one and you can create products that they say yes. You know how 10 minutes ago I said, hey, if you like the idea of having a pre-launch party, if that should be my next summit, put pre-launch in the chat. And people were like, pre-launch, pre-launch, pre-launch. Guess what the heck I'm going to do? If nobody put pre-launch, I would scrap that idea. But you guys were into it, so I'll create something. That's what I mean by connecting and creating products that your audience says you want. And also our last summit was List Building Live, which again, I'm pretty sure I republished that for perpetuity. So you can go to the playlist on this YouTube channel and watch List Building Live. That'll help you grow your list so you don't have to worry about a small list anymore. Okay. That is a good point. Thank you. All right, so let's look at some of these emails, shall we? So let's look at, let me move this over so y'all can see. I might have to zoom out just so we can see all the stats here. Hang on. All right. So the first email I put down here, I think I've zoomed out too much. We'll just scoot and boot. All right. So the first email was down here. You see my little, you see me moving. It's here. Let's simplify launching. Remember, I spent an entire month telling people launch course is coming. August 5th, August 5th, August 5th, August 5th. And so I can have a subject line like this. It's here, right? If I didn't say anything and I had that subject line, they'd be like, what's here? It's the same as Sales Email Summit. Day 1, let's go, right? This was sent out, it says, to about 10,000 people. Let's see, 50.55 open rate. That's pretty good because these people know it's a sales email and still half of them opened, right? And I think we've got a 1.18 click rate here. Not too bad. Would I have liked that to be higher? Hell yeah. But here's the thing about the first sales email. I don't need you to click yet. I need you to stay interested. I need you to stay opening. And let's look at that. So we've got the 50% open rate here. Ignore the second email. That was to affiliates, to people who were selling the course for me. And here's an email I sent. So that's Monday at 9 a.m., that first one. Tuesday, 10 a.m., 49.4% open rate. So almost the same, 50.5, 49.4. We dropped 1% in 24 hours. That's incredible, right? That means, that indicates to me I've done a good job with the pre-launch, getting the right people interested, right? Even if they haven't bought yet, they're staying interested, right? And I got a 0.9 click rate. Again, I want that to be higher, but I've done what I can do. Now I send one out 3 hours later to the same audience, 10.8, 10.79 thousand, right? So about 10,000 people, 3 hours later. Even let this be proof freaking positive to send more emails. 3 hours from the last email, I have a higher open rate and more than double click rate, like 2.5% more, 2.5 times more. We go from 0.9, 3 hours later, we go to 2.2. That's a round of applause right there if I ever heard of one, right? Put a clap emoji, put a thumbs up emoji, something. Put a thumbs up in the chat. That's awesome, right? That indicates to me two things. Number one, people really are interested in this product. Number two, this email did something these first two did not. Now, what the hell could that be? Oh, look at the subject line. It says bonus. Y'all, people love a bonus. I don't know what it is. People love a freaking bonus. People want extra. That isn't to say, and in Launch Course, I teach bonuses. That isn't to say just throw a bunch of crap in there, right? But when you have a good bonus that complements your product, bada bing, bada boom, we're 2.5 timing, right? We're 2.5xing. That's crazy work, right? Put crazy work in the chat because that would just be funny for me to see, right? Yes. The pre-launch emails are actually included in my $9 a month membership, which is insane, right? Aaron, I love bonuses. Everybody loves a bonus, but it's got to be the right bonus, okay? And I'll tell you why I strategically placed the bonus on Tuesday afternoon. This is the third of 9 emails. Because I know the trend. Monday, Tuesday kind of goes down, Wednesday goes down, and then we go back up Thursday, Friday in a typical 5-day launch. I'm not typical. If you can't guess, if you didn't get by the graphics, if you didn't get by the vintage shirt, if you didn't get by the rainbow glasses, I don't like being typical. And so I strategically placed bonus on day 2 so I could continue to move the needle up. Now let's see if that worked. Bada bing, bada boom, it did. The 5th was the first day. Look at the second day, $1,750. We said on the first day we're making about $1,000. So I wasn't able to double the sales from day 1, but I was able to increase and almost double them. Again, that's crazy work. That is not typical in a launch. But when you can get the right bonuses and strategically place them, you can have atypical, in the best way, results. All right. I just love that you guys typed in crazy work. Thank you. That's so fun. Okay. Now, and I'm going to go over these emails. I'm going to show you guys what these emails actually are. I just want to make sure we kind of get through the overview so you guys can ask questions. So if you have a question, pop it into the chat like this. I'm typing it in, and I typed question wrong. So put it in like this so we know it's a question, okay? Now, Wednesday, I did bonus on Tuesday, 1 p.m., a few hours after this. Wednesday, it looks like I sent one email on Wednesday. Pop quiz, 10,000 people, 49.66. So again, we're hovering at that, a little bit below, a little bit above 50%. We're staying steady. This is the work of the pre-launch. I know Liz is in launch because she's been telling me for 30 days. I'm curious about her launch. I'm curious about her product. Even if I think I'm not going to buy, I'm going to read these emails because I know she's been talking. That's what she does best, other than write emails. So I'm interested. And so we've got a 0.66 open rate. Again, that does follow that pattern of Wednesday or the third of 5 days being that sort of valley, right? Being that sort of valley. Now let's go back and see. Yep, Wednesday, sort of kind of slow. But we still match with the first day. So that's pretty good. We match with the first day despite our click rate being 0.66 and the first day being 1.18. So less people are clicking, but of the people clicking, more of them are buying on the third day. Okay, that's great. Now let's look at Thursday. Thursday morning, saw you clicking, first name. Now this is only sent to 331 people. So this email, even though, let's look, Thursday, that's 3 emails. But really, one of them, I'm sorry, don't count this middle one. Thursday and Thursday, only 2 emails. This is for something else. That's for a program. Sorry about that. So Thursday morning, I'm sending out to people who have clicked but have not purchased. So this 71, 237, 90, I'm adding up all these, 128, 31. You see what column I'm looking at here? I'm adding up all those nuggets, 221 of them, or I'm sorry, 331 of them. And I'm saying, hey, you clicked, but you didn't buy yet. What's up with that? And I'm sending them a video that says, hey, when you buy, here's what it looks like behind the scenes. I'll show you this one in particular because I think it's really good. Okay. Now, let me pause. Patricia, can you put these questions into a document and send them over to me in Voxer so I don't miss them? Thank you. So look at this click rate, or I'm sorry, the open rate, 66.7. We're way up. We've increased by 16, 17%, right? That's what happens when you pay attention to who's clicking but not buying. Click rate, almost 9%, 8.76. That's great, right? That's really, really good. And then a few hours later, I send an FAQ, frequently asked questions. Look at that subject line. What the FAQ? So funny. That's one of my favorites. And people seem to like that because look at the open rate, 52. Only about 0.5% click rate. Again, this launch was a little slower and lower than I thought it would be. But it was August. It was summer. I had just taken the summer off. The last few years have been kind of wild. And this product is much higher than my other products. Again, if you came in a little late, my main product is $9. And so this was $500. So that's a huge price increase, right? So I can't very well expect my clicks to be the same as when I'm selling a $9 or $100 product, right? All right. And so we can see, though, despite the clicks being a little low for this one, because I sent this segmented email that's got the 8, almost 9%, we can see that on Thursday, our sales went up $2,500. Incredible, right? Incredible. So when you see numbers like this, don't get discouraged. Look at the bigger picture when you're launching, okay? Don't just look at one number and say, oh gosh, I suck, right? Because turns out I actually made a lot of sales that day, more than double what I made the day before. Now let's look at Friday. Friday, I sent 3 emails. The other one's on another page. But I sent one at 9 a.m., one at 1 p.m. And let's look at the last one. And a last one at 8 p.m. So 8 p.m., 1 p.m., 9 a.m. Now let me tell you. Ever sewed a monkey to a fish is my favorite subject line of all time. And it is also my worst performing subject line. Every time I write this email, because I reuse these emails every time I launch. I've used this one 2 or 3 times. Every time it's the lowest one. And so I stopped using it. I had to come up with a better subject line. I think it's hilarious. I think it's weird. But people think it's too weird, I think. It's also a little longer than my normal emails. We got 49%, 0.4 click rate, 3 quick reminders. That has a very high open rate compared. 51.5% and a higher click rate. Notice how the click rate's getting higher. 1.2%. Now let's look at this last one. At the last chance email, we've got 47% and almost a 1% click rate. Those, somebody asked a question real quick. Steal these sales emails templates. That is not included in the $9 EMM. That's a separate product. It also has templates that aren't mine, so I can't very well put it into my membership. Okay. So let's look at some of these emails. We're not going to look at every single one because I know we've got lots of questions, but I do want to show you the first email, the bonus email, the click one, and probably 2 from the last day. So let's look at the first email. Let me close some of these tabs. So it's here. Let's simplify launching. Let me show you what I'm working with here. Finally, Liz, finally, Kathy, finally, Patricia, right? Because they know I've been talking about this for 30 days. Launch course is on sale for $400. Okay, so it was $400. I must have upped the price right after this. And we're doing a live cohort. So I was teaching this live. It wasn't just buy the course. We were doing 2 weeks of live teaching, kind of like this. And so it's just saying, launch course will help you identify the gaps in your own product, shift your perspective around launching so you no longer feel attached to everything, give you ideas around how to stay sane when something goes wrong in your launch. And note how these are all like things you should be nodding your head like, oh gosh, that's me. Like if you hate launching, I want you to buy this course, right? Teach you how to launch simply, write emails that make sense, even if you launched before and still feel super stressed, blah, blah, blah. So launch course will do all these things. Here's how it works. So here's me showing you, hey, here's how it's going to go down. And then that's it. Like I'm looking forward to this. Don't complicate it. Join this live cohort. And then I've got a little bonus here. If you buy today, I'm throwing in a bonus. And then here's something that not a lot of people do, right? But I'm telling you not to buy here. P.S. If you don't have a product to launch, you probably don't need this course, but hit reply and let me know, and I'll, tell you whether this is good or not. And then not interested in this course at this time, click here and we won't email you. Remember, we talked about that, right? So again, this is just a super simple email. Here's what the launch course will do. Here's what my product will do if you're stealing this, right? Here's how it works. Buy. Okay, so that's a simple email. Now let's look at this bonus email. And so here I'm showing a picture first of the bonuses when they log in. And then, that's a part of the sales email swipe file is my favorite bonus. Here are the people. Again, this is such simple language, y'all. Let me zoom in so you can see it better. Make sure you're seeing this. Yeah. Here are the people that really need this bonus. Person A, person B, person C. Right? I'm using very direct, simple sales language. Okay? Here's my secret. I'm always launching, so I'm always adding to this swipe file. This is something that makes it even juicier for people. This is included. I also have 3 other bonuses valued at over $150. Check them out on the sales page. And then that goes to the sales page, right? So you see, this is not a complicated email. It's, again, pretty simple, right? Put simple in the chat if you agree. Oh, crap. I just exited out. How do you get back to your history? Oh, thank you. Maybe I can hit back. Oh, okay. Of course, it went right to the wrong thing. And then I wanted to show you the last chance email. Actually, the 3 reminders. So this is what? 3 quick reminders. Oh, yep, this is the exact one. But first I want to show you guys, look, I've 3 quick reminders, 3 reminders, 3 reminders, real quick reminders. This is an email I use over and over and over and over again. And so this is an email that's super fun that I wanted to show you. And I teach this in the launch course is, all right, Shahara, among all the emails I've sent you about this product, I have 3 reminders. And this is called a logical argument email, okay? And it's basically like, if this, then that. It's sort of if you give a mouse a cookie and it all should lead to you buying my thing, okay? So reminder 1, they won't buy from you if they don't know about your offer. They can't know about your offer if they don't see you launching it from time to time. They won't see you launching if you don't learn a simpler way that eliminates exhaustion strategy and stuff like challenges and webinars. And then reminder number 4, sign up and I'll make sure you know exactly how to do all 3. Does that make sense? Right? It's kind of they give a mouse a cookie type of email. And so think about how you could use this email for your own product. Even if you had a physical product, like if you had a necklace, they won't ooh and ah from you if you don't go out. You won't go out if you don't have anything to wear. You won't have anything to wear for a price you like if you don't check out my new sales or my 20% off my necklace collection. 20% lasts only the next 5 hours. Check it out here, right? You see, like if you give a mouse a cookie, okay? Now let's look at one last one. I'm just showing you this to show you how simple sales emails can be. Look at the subject line. This is a last chance sales email. I'm being pretty transparent. Of course, you might have an industry where you don't want to put that, but you could just put last chance. It says, hey, this is the last call for enrollment. Here's how to get in. Look how effing simple this is. Go to the sales page. Click on the pink button. Choose your payment plan. Put in your credentials. Boom, you're in. Again, this is a way of showing your person, like in their head, they are envisioning buying your product. This is a psychological tactic, right? It's the reason why people say, oh, in your sales emails, sometimes make videos for people, right? To show them around behind the scenes. This is, when I'm reading this, I'm picturing myself going to the sales page. I'm picturing the pink button, my payment plan. Yep, I'm going to pay with PayPal. Put in my credentials. Boom, I'm in. I'm walking through that in my head. Okay? So if you're new and you just are joining us, this is me walking you through some of my sales emails that I've written over the last couple of years that work so well for me. Stella's saying, are these in the templates? So if you bought the Summit bundle, it's $35. It is not, these emails are not in the Summit bundle, but the emails I just showed you are in this bump order right here. Let me move over. This thing right here, want an entire launch sequence. So these emails that I'm showing you today, tomorrow, and the next day are in this $75 bump order. So if you bought the $35 and you want these emails as well, just email us. Patricia can make a coupon so you can still get it for $75. Okay. All right. I hope that makes sense. And if you didn't see the Summit bundle, I can put that in the chat as well. Let me just put that in the chat. if Stella, if you are an annual pass holder, which I'm going to talk about annual pass holders in 2 days, you do have these emails, but you do not have these emails. This I could not put in the annual pass because they are not my emails. They are the speaker's emails. So it's not my IP. Sorry about that. Okay. And I could go over that in more detail at the end so I don't confuse everyone. So hopefully that makes sense. Oh, and the last one I want to show you guys is the saw you click in. See, I send this email all the time. April, January, May, September. I send this email all the time. Now this one without, more. I send this email all the time. So this is, hey, I saw you clicking, Stella, Patricia, Francis, and this is a follow-up click. I really want you getting into this. We have 271 people already signed up. I'd love for you to be number 272. Patricia, check out the video here. And I'm just zooming out so you can see just kind of, this email is kind of short and sweet. And then they click over and they get a little zoom. And,
hey, so I saw you clicking.
And it's just me showing you what launch course looks like. And they go in. I just washed this shirt today. That's funny. And then it's just showing you like, hey, here's the bonuses. And it's just me giving you like a behind the scenes so you can see, wow, there's so many Liz's on the screen right now, aren't there? Yeah. So, all right. So that was the launch. Again, that launch made us overall, because some of it was to pay, about over $15,000. Not bad for, let's say, 9 emails plus 7 pre-launch emails. That's 16 emails, $15,000. Let's do the math. 16 emails divided by 15,732. Is that right? Or divided by 16? Y'all, it's been a minute since I went to math class. Okay. So about $983 for every email I wrote, like was worth about $983. I'd say that's a steal of a deal. I would say that's a steal of a deal. All right. So, Patricia, did you put that stuff in Voxer? My phone is on silent, so I don't know. Let's just log in and see. Here's the doc. Okay. I see y'all's questions. Do I ever resend to unopens? And y'all don't need to see my screen for this. Hang on. Y'all give me a second. Okay. Do I ever resend to unopens? Now, this is a great question, especially around when it is not a sales email. I do not resend to unopens. Okay. When it is not a sales email. Some sales emails I might resend to unopens. And Patricia, can you find the podcast episode we did about this? So y'all are already subscribed to the podcast, right? Because this summit is on the podcast, right? So the only exception to resending to unopens is basically one of those last chance emails, one of those Friday emails I showed you, I might resend to unopens. If it's like, seriously, the price is $400, it's going up to $500, when the timer goes down, then I will resend because it's so important. Other than that, resending to unopens on a regular basis is bad for your deliverability. I won't go further into that right now because we have a podcast episode about it. Patricia's going to put it in the chat. Megan says, I'm in my launch right now. I have everything set up. Let me put it up here. I have everything set up for my free 5-day immersion, but was going to write the sales emails this week. Will this be good for that? Oh, launch course. Yes, that would be actually very perfect. So Megan, if you wanted to get the launch course to write your emails. Normally it's $500. You can get it for $75 right now. It's just stupid. It's like a stupid price, but everybody hates it, but I love discounts. I love a steal of a deal. I love giving a steal of a deal. So if you are working on a launch in the next 30 days and you've got $75, email us and we'll send you the link. Okay. This is another great question. Why the heck would we put that, opt-out thing? You won't hear about it again, but you'll stay on the list. Is it more work or it's more work but makes sense ever? So this is a great question. Normally, I don't put this. Normally, I launch two things, my membership and a year, I call it a pass, into my membership, which includes all my other products for free. I'll talk about that tomorrow and the next day when I talk about more sales emails and launching. In those, I usually do not, because that is my main offer, because it is so low ticket. And because if you're on my email list, I really do think, with very few exceptions, you could join my membership and get a heck a lot more than $9 value out of it. Now, I did put it, and I showed y'all, and I'll share my screen again. I did put it in these sales emails, right? I know it's zoomed out, but it's right here. Not interested in this course, click here and we won't email you again about it. That's because I know not everyone is ready for launching. I said it in the very first email. If you don't have a product right now, you probably don't need this. And so I know there's a large percentage of my email list that doesn't even need this course right now, even though they're going to save $100 if they get it. Right? Just like I know there's, 60, 70 of us watching right now. Some of y'all wouldn't even need this course right now, even if it's only $75, right? And so that's why I put it on there. I hope that makes sense. Okay. We got some more questions. What's a good click rate? Does that depend on where you're at? Yes, Dee Dee. So I can't and I won't tell you guys a good click rate. I just won't. A good click rate is whatever you've got going on right now, and then just keep trying to up it. If your average click rate right now is 1%, try to get 1.1 next time, okay? It really does depend. How not to be too salesy. Listen, y'all. And I've got plenty of time. I know I said this would be about an hour. I was just kind of guessing. I put 2 hours on my clock. So if you guys got to go, you want to watch the replay, that's cool too. How not to be too salesy or annoying, sending so many reminders. I'm going to say something and I'm going to say it with so much love. I don't care about being annoying. I have so many effing bills to pay. Patricia will tell you, I don't care. And that is not to say that I don't care about you. I don't care. I care so freaking much that I'm doing this, I could be chilling, right? Like, I didn't advertise I was going to do this for the summit. I didn't have to do it. I could have canceled it last minute because I only put it in one place and I only got 12 likes. But I care that I make sales. I have to make sales. And so if somebody thinks I'm being annoying or salesy, I'm just not for them. I work very hard to provide a lot of value. I send emails at least once a week giving my absolute effing best. I go live. You guys, this is not my first live. You're on my YouTube channel. When you get off, just search through my stuff. I give away so much value. My podcast is daily, okay? And I really care. I care more about the right person saying, oh, wow, yes, Liz, I need that course. I need that product. This is going to be the thing, than I do about the guy that's like, oh, this you know what is so annoying. She thinks she knows everything. That person can go away, because I care about the person who feels this way. Right? Yes, there will be a replay at the second I hit end. This is going to live forever on YouTube. I care about the people that care about, email marketing. And so I say that with love. You're never going to be annoying or salesy to the people that need you. And it is your absolute responsibility and duty to find the people that need what you offer. I don't care if you're selling jewelry or if you're a grief counselor. You have an absolute duty to go out and find the people that need your products. And part of that is selling. And I don't put my serious face on. Very often you can ask my sister. But I am so freaking serious about you making money with email marketing and you finding the right people. It is your duty to send emails that sell your products and services. Okay? I say it with love. I love you. Please receive that with love. Patricia didn't put the names of the people, so I don't know who wrote that. But I hope that helps you see, like, your products are for serving, not selling. The best way, like, this is free, y'all. Imagine what you pay $9 for. Okay? Like, my best stuff you have to pay for, simply because I live in a capitalist society and I have mouths to feed. Okay? If it was a free, like, barter system, I'd give away all my stuff for free, but it's not. Right? So don't worry about being too salesy. Don't worry about being annoying. The people that really need you. So go out and worry about them instead of worrying about the people you're going to annoy. Because, y'all, I annoy people every day. Mostly my daughter. Okay. And she loves me. All right. Somebody says, do you include the bonuses for everyone, not just those that purchase that day? So this is actually something I teach in the launch course. Okay. Which is $75 right now when you get the bump. Okay. Or you can just email us. We'll give you a coupon. I really don't care. I love my people. So there are things called, like, you can have add-on bonuses or expiring bonuses, right? Expiring bonuses are hard to keep up with because it's like only the people on those first 2 days got it. Oh, so it's like appearing and disappearing is what I meant to say. So appearing bonuses are like, hey, this appeared on Wednesday because I know Wednesday is kind of like a shitty, slow day. And so it's going to magically appear on Wednesday for people, right? People that bought on Monday and Tuesday should absolutely, yes, I'm pointing my finger, get those bonuses. Now, if you do a disappearing bonus, like this question asked, and like I did in launch course, that bonus started on Monday, ended on Tuesday. So if you bought on Wednesday, you did not get that bonus. That is much harder to do, like, tech-wise, to make sure the right people get the bonus. And so again, in the launch course, I teach like how to discern which ones you want to do. Are bonuses recommended for a certain product price range or products of any price? I would recommend just trying it out. Even for my $9 a month membership, I don't really offer bonuses except when I do like a birthday sale. So like, ooh, email marketing membership turned 4 years old this year. So I offered it for $4 and 4 extra bonuses. Again, that's just like a fun thing, but I wouldn't normally give bonuses for a $9 product. Now, if you are noticing you're launching, you're selling, you're doing all the things you learned at Sales Email Summit, you bought launch course, like things still aren't really working, then if you've got like a $12 product, you might throw in some bonuses just to kind of get the list moving, just to build some momentum. Somebody says, I know your templates are super adaptable, but do you think they could easily work for spiritual B2C? Yes, I do. Normally, I wouldn't say so adamantly yes, But we have a lot of spiritual people in my EMM. And I do think they could work really well because they are people, human first. And I feel like a spiritual B2C is a people first business. Do y'all like these koozies? Today I email. Should we give some away, Patricia? I love prizes. If you asked a question and I answered it, email me. I want to give you a koozie. Okay. Somebody asked about the annual pass. Yes, that will be offered in November. That's my Black Friday sale. And so tomorrow I'm going to talk about how I launch my membership. I wanted to show you guys different prices and different ways I launch. So today was like a higher price program and how I do the pre-launch and the launch. And tomorrow I'm going to show you how I launched a brand new product that was a low cost membership. And then on Wednesday, I'm going to share with you how I launch around Black Friday. And that's called the annual pass. And that's where you get into my membership for a year and you get all my other products for free, basically. So I'm going to, which is basically a bonus, right? So I'm going to show you just 3 different types of products, 3 ways of launching. Somebody said, oh, with the saw you click an email. Are you teasing the course that they can sign up for? Yes. So let's go back to that. Here we are, right? And so this is behind the scenes of the launch course, right? So one sec. It's like, it says, let me show you what's going to go down starting Monday the 12th and the next 2 weeks. And so behind the scenes, so many Liz's here, right? I show you like, hey, this is what it looks like when you log in. Here's how we get started. Here's the exercise. I'm going to kind of skip around a little bit. And, like, here's all the things. Here's the launch sequence. Here's the entire launch sequence. Gives you a sample launch calendar, cart open. Here's all the emails. I'm literally showing them inside, right? And then I believe because it's a live cohort, I also show them the calendar. Hey, these are the times I'm going to be going live. Look at my calendar. I have the whole week blocked off for you. So if you have questions, you need answers, Liz is going to be here. Like, I don't have yoga scheduled. I don't have my gym, like this is it, right? So that's kind of what I'm showing them in there. Is that helpful? This was actually my next question, Patricia. I had to step away thinking I should know this, but how in Kit do you tag all those who clicked but did not buy? Great question. So I can show y'all. And because I'm sharing my screen, please do not steal these emails. And so you can go down and you can, Kit, if you're listening, please fix your tag system. So you can create a tag like opt out Lizmas, right? That was something I do. And then when you write the email, y'all can see this, right? Blah, blah, best email ever. Don't want these. I don't know why it's all in caps, but get over it. Don't want this. Opt out here, right? And then what you do is you hyperlink it. And I have lizwilcox.com/opt-out. And then I'm going to tag them. Opt out, Lizmas, and apply. I don't know why it's doing that. It should do it. Maybe because I already have a LinkedIn trigger. There. Does that make sense? I hope that's helpful. Awesome. Super helpful. All right. We've got a couple more questions. Oh, Patricia. Oh, it's blocked. She says, I can't find the resend to Unopens podcast. That's okay. Actually, you can just Google Liz Wilcox. Resend to, it should pop up. Here it is. So I don't know if this is a podcast episode, but it is a blog post. There you go. Stella says, I made that look easy. That is the one thing I do know how to do in Kit. I was going to say, because it is, but I never like to tell people like, hey, that's easy. That's something you guys might not know about me is I actually have a background in education. I have a master's degree in educational leadership. I think that's what sets me apart from other marketers is like, I love teaching. I love designing curriculum. I think that's why I'm able to break down the complicated into the simple. And honestly, one of the things I learned in one of my very first courses is never tell your student this is easy, because if they think it's really hard, they're going to feel super stupid. So if you guys ever hear me say that's easy, call me out, because it's something I really very cognitively, that's not the word I'm trying to use, but you get me, try to refrain from saying. So I don't think any of this is easy, but it can be simple, and it is 100% doable when you have the right teacher and the right resources and truly a good attitude around it. Yeah, it looks easy, but go back. We're at the 110 mark. Go back and rewatch it, and you'll have that in perpetuity for yourself. All right, do we have any more questions? Do we? Also, the thing about being a teacher is I'm into the long, awkward pauses. All right, if we don't have any more, I just want to bring up one more time. This is another business that I own. ListGadget.com is sponsoring this event. Your newsletter needs a hype man. So this is where you can have email polls, reactions, subscriber leaderboard. It's basically a way to help you get your open and click rates up. Okay. It's $9 a month to the first 1,000 subscribers. We've got about, that looks like less than 800 left. We've got, this event is going out to 15,000 people, so you might want to get signed up for $9 a month. It's great. I love it. And yeah, so Patricia had a great idea. Let's go over, if you guys, who's listened to some of the speakers today? Have y'all listened yet? Yeah, can I explain what it means? You mean List Gadget? It's basically, if you wanted to put a poll in your email, List Gadget can create that poll. Let me go. Actually, I don't know why I didn't just log in. Give me a sec. One moment, please. I'm trying to do 1,000 things at once. So I think I'm already logged in. So the gadgets, there's polls, reactions, referral programs. So if you want it, oh, of course, now it's trying to get me to log in. Okay. So I can create, here's my account, and I have a brand. So I have my brand that comes with my colors and such. And then I want to create a poll. I've already got these. And so it's interested. I thought about creating a retreat. And so I was interested in some in-person email writing. These were my, heck yeah. And so you can view the poll. And this is an HTML code that I just put directly into my email. See, I can copy this, and then I can go in and whoops. I'm in the old editor. Or I'm in the new editor. I always forget. And I can go down to HTML, and I can put what I just copied from List Gadget, and look, there's the poll. And I can do that with a lot of things. Yes, it's different from polls in Kit. I don't like the polls in Kit simply because people cannot view the results. And it goes to a separate page. This does not go to a separate page. You just click on it, and then it will automatically show the viewer the results, which I really, really like because it shows, like, it allows you to be a part of the experience. Like, oh, I voted heck yeah, awesome, I'm in the majority, or oh wait, I'm not in the majority, oh, not sure, how can they not be sure? Like, it allows the reader to be a part of everything. And then of course, Kit has just polls, where List Gadget, has many more gadgets. We've got reactions, leaderboards, right? So I could create a leaderboard, and it's all anonymous. And so that person, like, when you reply, you get points. And then I could see my name in the email. Oh, I'm Galactic Tiger 6. Oh, I'm still in the lead. Oh, I dropped to third place. Click, 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 click. It's just a way of keeping people engaged. And so if you would like, so that's listgadget.com. If you're interested in getting all the templates from the summit, including the launch course we just talked about, you can go to this link right here. It's also in all the emails you're getting this week and in the show notes. And you can get all that, steal everybody's sales templates. All right, so let's actually go to, and let's see, like, you guys, so Demetria has listened. This is awesome. Patricia needs to listen. Patricia says they are so good. Corinne, not yet. So you can just go to any podcast player. I wanted to make this super simple. So if you use Apple Podcasts, Spotify, something else, on YouTube, you can listen. Today we've got some powerhouses. Kennedy of Email Marketing Heroes. If you don't know him, get to know him. He's going to be so amazing. How to make sales in the middle of your launch. We just talked about how the middle of your launch can be a slump. He's got a great idea for you here. Sanjana Bahara, she talks about how to be, like, just radically honest. We just talked about being direct and using direct communication. She talks about, like, just acknowledge that some people are skeptical, and here's how you can move past that. April Reed, so funny. She talks about how, hey, I didn't email my list for a while. It felt like a booty call email, but it actually worked. Michelle Pomfort, she used formatting, which isn't something that I ever do. You saw my sales emails, they're text only. She used formatting to make her sale exciting. So it was basically like a sales page in the emails. Great. Tarzan, addressing the biggest objection and moving customers past shame. Wow, this one was so good. If you guys don't know Tarzan, like Kennedy, she is another amazing email powerhouse. I wanted to invite people to this summit that were bigger than me, that had more subscribers than me, but talked about email marketing. I want, like, when I say it's my responsibility to help you and it's my duty to sell to you, I don't just think it's my duty to sell my stuff. If you like Kennedy or Tarzan or Aman or Cheryl or whoever other giant email marketers I brought into this summit, if you like them better or you resonate with one of their products, I want you to buy that, right? The way I teach it might not be the way you need it to be taught. And that's why, like, I take my job so effing seriously. Like, I want to offer you lots of different people's points of view and perspectives so you can find the email marketing strategies and tactics and teachers that work for you. Because email changed my life. I started it with, this is the house that email built. I want email to build you your dream house. Whatever your dream is, I want email to build it for you. And if I'm not the teacher for you, I know that teacher is out there, but if I can bring that person to you, I want to bring that person to you. All right, soapbox over. We've also got Ingrid, a soft invitation and evergreen sequence. She talks about, this is her 50-second email in a sequence where she uses a testimonial to get people to sign up for a product they haven't seen yet. Sarah talks about, hey, I do these free challenges and then I upsell them. Here's how I do it. So good. And then what do we got? for tomorrow. Let me see. Tomorrow, we've got Cheryl Rarick, another email powerhouse. She's going to talk about how she uses voice notes instead of video and why that works better nowadays. We've got Ann Emery. She's a data viz, like the most B2C corporate audience ever. She talks about how this year mini workshops are working for her. Chris Maselli talks about offering a free product, or I'm sorry, a free event and selling affiliate income from that. Cassette talks about using her son's birthday to make a crap ton of sales and make 90% of her income from that one sale. Aman, again, another email powerhouse, talks about a 40-word email that made her $60,000. This is tomorrow. All right, Beth, another person in the author fiction space, talks about sharing another person's offer. It doesn't have to just be your thing. And Natalie talks about how she was retiring her Natalie Bardot brand and moving into a new name, and how she had a retirement party in her inbox. Anyway, that's coming up tomorrow. This is today. So flippin' excited. And of course, if you like this, can I just plug? I know I'm asking you guys, can you leave a review? I got 26 ratings. That's pretty good. I'd love to double that. So if you guys are loving this little mini summit, I'd love for you to leave a review. But of course, check out listgadget.com. Check out the sales bundle. I'll do one more pitch for that. Sorry. The bundle, again, is all the emails, a plug-and-play collection of every single email from the summit, rewritten into template form. So Tarzan's email. These are email pros that, like, their products are not $9, y'all. Their products are wicked in comparison to mine, okay? But they're also amazing. They let me templatize their products and sell them, okay? That's crazy. The word of the day is crazy work. Okay, the phrase of the day. Anyway, get it for $35. It's a steal of a deal. Okay, you can get all the emails I just described for $35. But it's not just that. Like, it's not just their email. I've gone ahead and I've templatized it so you can fill in the blanks. Okay, you can fill in the blanks. All right. I am also looking forward to hearing what you guys think. Paula says Tarzan was fab. I love that so much. Megan, if you want to get the course at $75, but you did not get this bundle, just email us, and I think Patricia can figure out a way to make that work for you. Because that's what we're here to do. We're here to work for you, so you can fulfill all your email marketing dreams, because that's what it's all about. All right. Thanks so much, friends. I will see you tomorrow back here, 1 p.m. Eastern. We're going to talk about how I launched my very first membership, low cost, and how that membership is still going today, and how what I sold it for and how I sold it in 2021, how that's changed or stayed the same in 2025. All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks so much.